Yes, guys, you've read the title correctly. AI era, in my opinion, is over, and I'm gonna explain you why and how you can overcome this kind of problem. Okay, this problem that you actually have to think now, and you cannot rely on some machine to tell you what to do. And I will tell you how it applies to your business, to your own business, and especially obviously this channel is about Amazon KDP publishing, so I will try to connect, rely everything on Amazon KDP business, but this applies to most of the business where any creativity is involved. So I'm talking about, for example, YouTube creation, content creation in general, or I don't know, having a creative agency or stuff like that, okay? So what I mean with AI era is over. I'm not saying, obviously AI era is not over, it's not even getting started, it's literally getting started right now. But what is over is, for the current cycle of AI, is the AI relying on AI phase, okay? So I'm not saying that who discovered AI in 2022 and started using ChatGPT before everyone didn't print money, because they did, and I swear I know people that been making millions with that, even with Amazon KDP, guys. Know people that just printing out storybooks, they've been making millions and millions. But this time is over. This cycle, okay, the relying on AI only era is over. And what should we rely on is still human skills. What is this? Okay, whatever. And it's still developing our human skills and combine them, okay, properly with AI, which is the same people were doing basically to succeed years ago, but now it is even more and more important. Now, guys, let's go through a bit of reason. I've written down some notes here on why I think this is the case. We don't have a presentation today. It's gonna just be a kind of friend-to-friend talk. So the first reason for that is that AI, to the same question, it will give everyone the same answer. And it's the complete opposite of what a human does. And this is one of the human skills that you need to have, that's how you have experience. Because AI is all trained with the same data, which is the data that are available on the internet. But us, as a human, we are trained with real life data. Everybody is trained with completely different data. And that's what makes us unique. Because everybody has different life experience, has different knowledge, has different skills, and has our different creativity. That's the whole essence of the creativity skill, okay? And what this creates, everybody has the same result with AI. So everybody, for example, if you use AI to suggest your title for your next book or your next YouTube video, everybody's gonna get the same result from this AI. And everybody's gonna compete on the same stuff for the crumbs. Okay, the crumbs of who uses his own creativity. And you still see it on YouTube, who makes the best title or is the best content in general is still the one who is making the most views. Overall, obviously, then there are exceptions. There are books that are not good quality, honestly, and are still succeeding or are completely AI made, and nobody complains. But those are exceptions to the rule. And another thing that really separates us from any chatbot or software is our experience feedback loop, which still relies on the data we are trained with, which is experience is one of the data we are trained with, is the main one. But when we fail or we do something wrong, then we learn what we've done wrong and we optimize it for the following time, okay? Which is kind of the same that AI is doing with the whole training data thing. But we can do it on a very specific base. For example, in our KDP business, when we publish a book and we see it doesn't sell, then we can kind of say the reason, and the next one will do 1% better, 1% better. At some point, we start see some results, and then we can double down on what's working and remove what was not working, and at some point we will succeed. Okay, for me it took a few months to do that, quite a lot of months, but everybody can do that. And AI will not do. AI just cannot do that yet for the moment. Again, later I will explain you when it's gonna be time to double down on AI compared to your own experience and intuition. But for the moment and for 2025, okay, I'm pretty sure it's gonna remain the same. A good example for that is, for example, when you drive with your car, okay, and you always use Google Maps nowadays. I see all my friends that are my age, people that are the Gen Z. Nobody knows how to drive without Google Maps installed, because every car has this thing, this kind of phone, okay, it's next to where you drive, that will tell you exactly where to go. And the first thing you do when you get in the car is to put the address in there and just drive, even in your city. People doesn't know anymore like the best way to reach a point, okay? But for example, when I drive with my dad, it's like he never turned that on. Like he just goes to go everywhere, and in any given point, even like in other city where he has never been, it just rely on signals and like kind of the sun sometimes. I don't know if he's joking or like he actually look at the sun, but like he does these kind of things, and yeah, I cannot do it because I'm always used to use the GPS. Obviously, like my first car didn't have it, so I had to learn all the roads. But now I'm getting myself used to drive, like looking at signals and like kind of points that you can use, like big building and stuff like that, to kind of orientate myself. Okay, and this the same happens with your own business. So if you completely always rely on the chatbot to tell you what to do, like this is a good keyword, is not a good thing to do, like this is a good thing for the interior or for the headline, or it's not, then you will not be able to do it on yourself, and you will be exactly as everyone else. Okay. For example, if there is traffic, Google will send you everyone in the same point where there is traffic. So now it's updated, etc. But if you know an alternative road, then you will avoid all the traffic and arrive 10 times faster than everyone else. And this is what we are doing here. That's why you're watching this video, okay? And that's why people like still ask me to teach them how to do things instead of just asking a chatbot to do that, okay? So fail and grow, this is super important to do. Like it's very important that you fail on your own ideas instead of failing on someone else's idea, which will not teach you anything because you don't know how you came to this conclusion that it was a good idea, okay? In the first place, so you will not know what to fix in order to succeed. And this is also a big issue with, like, for example, buying a course that teaches you the step-by-step solution to a problem. Because it doesn't teach you, like, watching a course, normally, like, courses, they are made to give you a step-by-step process to do things, okay? That's what most people, like, build courses for. But actually, it should be on how to build your own way and that, like, to build your own feedback loop, then in a way that then you learn how to do it yourself. Because the reason, like, most of the people don't succeed with buying courses, for example, and like I'm going a bit far from the original topic, but like it's going to connect, and I will explain you in a bit why, is that you just follow someone else's rules, someone else's like discoveries, and not your own one. So courses doesn't teach you how to learn, like how to find your own path. They teach you their own path, the path they use to succeed, but not how to build your own, which is gonna likely like 100% be different. So the people that succeed is a small percentage because they are the one that figure it out, like I cannot follow this same path, but I have to build my own, and I will reverse engineer how the guy that built the course built his own path, and I will build my own path of succeed. And when I realized this thing, okay, then when I succeeded, when I started making like my first 10, 20, $100 million in royalties, but that's a bit of a digression. But this is important to understand as well. So that's why when I'm like kind of coaching people, I always try to tell them, like, I tell them like the outcome of what they're doing, like this is gonna happen, but like I suggest you to do it anyway, so you find out on your own, and you might find out a solution that I cannot think about because I don't have your same experience. And that's why like most of the people, actually 80% of people I work with, they are succeeding with their business, okay? Like, literally 80%. That's because I kind of get them, it takes a few months, so it probably take like 1-2 months longer instead of me telling you publish this, do this. But like you will actually understand why you're doing things, and then you're gonna succeed like 10 times more than who is doing copy paste is gonna succeed, okay? But like this is not a promotion video, let's get back to the other reasons that I've been writing down. And another thing that AI doesn't have and that you should develop by your own is empathy. And with empathy, I don't mean like, like on a psychological level, so like understanding the emotion of like the other person you're talking with. I'm talking to empathize with the buyer, like to put yourself in the spot of the buyer of your product that you are creating, in this case, the book, and really think like, why would I buy this product, or why I wouldn't? And like, what does this person that is like, what does a person that is browsing Amazon, for example, when like we rely on our Amazon KDP business, what this person actually wants to buy? Like, what is his deepest desire? What is the book that is gonna click like buy now instantly? What is the book that is gonna make him think that's so cool, I cannot live without this thing, or this is the perfect gift, or this is the perfect guide for me to lose weight because I feel understood and I feel like my problem is gonna be solved by this. So if you had the same problem as the book you're publishing, for example, or a similar, or a person you know has had a similar problem, then you will be able to empathize with the customer, the potential customer, and understand what will make them say, oh, I want this so bad. Someone is like committing crimes or whatever out here. I hope it's not covering my voice. But yeah, so why you buy something and what I actually want? What will make me buy instantly this product? Okay, so for example, when some books I made, like first thing, you can empathize with people that you don't even know by, like, for example, reading reviews, watching YouTube videos on the topic, or like reading blog content and see like how the language, how people speak, and like what they mention most of the time, which is likely the biggest problem, and the biggest problem was solved. Okay, this is a good way to learn. And when I make a new project, when I work on a new book or anything like that, I kind of try to think what will make the person that wants this, the target customer, will think, okay, want it, I will buy it right now. This is the perfect, this is like solve all my problems. And this costs like nothing basically compared to the value it's giving me. And this allowed me to like really 10x my royalties, okay? Like literally, quite literally 10x from like in a couple of months. And yeah, guys, it's the same thing I'm doing, like, honestly, with this video, because I think like what would help me the most if I was starting out with publishing right now, and then I create a video on it, like what information will make me click to go to the next level, and then I make a YouTube video on it, and then I can also like tell it to my customer, to my private customers, and make them succeed, because I was there once and I know what they will need in order to reach my current point, okay, which AI doesn't know because they're not human and they haven't lived, and they're just trained on a bunch of data to tell you, like, they've read a blog and they will reply you with what they read in their blog. So if you ask them, how can I find, for example, a profitable keyword or title for my YouTube video or my book, they will tell you what they read on some random blog, which is like bullshit, like, guys, to be quite frankly, whatever, like KDP blog or most of the YouTube videos that you will see on the topic, they have no clue about what they're talking about, and they've read it themselves on other like blogs, so like they just rewrite what they've already been writing, or and it doesn't come from real experience. So that's what makes the difference. Okay, guys. So I think I've said all these 5 points I had for this video written down, and I hope this is helpful for you. I'm pretty sure it is. If you are interested in knowing more about my process and like working one-on-one on your own Amazon KDP business with someone that made like multiple, like almost $1 million in royalties. I'm not saying 1 million because like I didn't really generate 1 million, but it's 900,000 and something in the last few years. Then you can just book a call, okay, down there, like answer the quick survey to see if you qualify, and then if you qualify, we will have a call, and I might welcome you on board or might not, whatever. Like it's just free, so why not doing it? And otherwise, you can join a free Skool community where I will share weekly some insights on what I learned on the business or AI or whatever. So you can join at skool.com/KDP. I might write it here, or like you can find the link in the description. And subscribe to the channel, leave me a like and add a comment so we can boost the algorithm and get this video to be shown to as much people as possible. Other than that, guys, I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.